Hot take. Sydney Sweeney, not hot. Not hot at all. Not at the box office, at least. Let's get into it. That's right, friends. I'm the man you may know as Z from Our Reviews Will Kill You, as I guess I'm reviewing Sydney Sweeney, huh? Who thought of that one? There's been a lot of controversy around Sydney Sweeney, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with who Sydney Sweeney actually is, let's see if I have a... Hold on. I should show a respectable picture of her. Let's do this one first. She is an American actress. American. You may know her from such controversies as my genes are great or her genes are great, you know, because she's genetically superior to every human being ever. What the No, they're just talking about her wearing great jeans and having big jubblies, my friends. You may also know her from such things as the controversy where they asked her about it. And she's like, if I have something to say, you'll hear it. Like, I didn't hear anything you had to say when you were in Madame Web, by the way. So you may know Sydney Sweeney from such things as, and I had no idea. First of all, she's famous from Euphoria, mostly for getting naked and showing her big old jubbly wubblies. Kind of reminds me of Pam Anderson. Just saying. Not in look, but the fact that she shared her jubbly wubblies. You may also know her from The White Lotus. Never seen it. Euphoria. Never seen it. Handmaid's Tale. Never seen it. No, thank you. Not interested. You may also know her from Americana, which is bombed relatively recently. Never seen it. You may also know her from the one thing I have seen her in, which was Anyone But You. Oh, no, I saw her in Madame Web, too. Anyone But You, which is a pretty mediocre... rom-com. You know, the rom-com is dead, so nobody even expected it to do anything, but Glenn Powell isn't it. People seem to want to make that guy a thing. Plus, she faked some sort of romance with him, so good on her. And then on top of that, Madame Web. I do remember her from Madame Web. And I remember that she was very tiny. She had a little thing. She's very small. But she said the American jeans controversy didn't affect her. But Trump weighing in on her was surreal. She doesn't let other people define who she is. The reason why we're talking about this is because her most recent film, Christy, which is clearly Oscar bait for her, is the most impactful project of her life. She put on 30 pounds, which is part of my point here. And it made $1.3 million in 2011 theaters. That's probably one of the worst openings of all time. And she said, this is her comment, we don't always just make art for numbers. We make it for impact. Okay. So I just want to point this out because I feel that no one... Apparently she's been nominated for 2 Emmys, which is interesting. The reason why I wanted to point this out is it cost $15 million to produce this thing, and it's going to bomb. Now, look, I'm glad somebody decided to spend $15 million on Sydney Sweeney to do something, because we need small independent films. As a reviewer, I still appreciate small independent films. I don't necessarily want to watch one of these, but I get where you're coming from, folks, and I'm here to support it. But what I don't support is you take a relatively attractive girl with big jubbly wubblies, and you decide you're going to make a movie, you're going to do this. This? Nobody wants to see this. Am I the only person in the room who's willing to say this? You can't take a hot chick and make her a giant fuggo and think that people are going to go watch it. Nobody wants to see a chunky Sydney Sweeney box. No one wants to watch women box. Name one woman boxer in the world right now. Name one. I dare you to. You cannot, because they don't exist. That is not a thing that you care about. So when you make a biopic or whatever this damn thing is about this ugly boxer chick, and you expect me to be like, yeah, I want to see Sydney Sweeney get punched in the face. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people out there who may, in fact, want to see her punched in the face. Can I make this? No. I can't make this bigger. I don't want to see any... Look, do I want to... No! Nobody signed up for this. Nobody. I don't care what side of any aisle you're on. Nobody signed up for this. So... Yeah, and this article kind of sums it up right here. Sydney Sweeney, regrettable Oscar audition. She tried to look unrecognizable for her big prestige part. Unfortunately, I've seen the movie. Just want to point out to you that only Charlize Theron gets to do that, and it's only because she played a serial killer. You don't get to play a boxer and win awards. I'm just saying, it's not going to happen. Nobody cares. Nobody's interested. So I can't be the only person on earth who thinks this, that if you take a hot chick and make her ugly, that you think people are going to go to the box office to go see that. I doubt Monster even did that good, and I did no research to check that, but I confidently believe that that is not the case, that no one saw that either. So it was just Oscar bait, and I know she's looking for Oscar bait, but this isn't the way to do it. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments below. Am I insane? Have I lost my mind? Just saying. Sydney Sweeney, not hot at the box. This is like her third bomb in a row after she had a little bit of success with the rom-com. Maybe you should stick with the rom-coms. Maybe not doing Madam Webs. Those would all be things. Is this the end of her career? I doubt it. She's very controversial, kind of a lightning rod. For no particular reason. Just is. They can't find any other hot chicks out there, so they're like, how's this chick? You know, they tried trotting out the girl from the Hunger Games, but she's had 2 kids and is old. So nobody likes her anymore. And now it's up to Sydney Sweeney to save the hot chick. Just saying, folks. This is reality. This is not my... I mean, that's my opinion. But it's not my opinion. It's your opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Catch us if you can. I love all y'all. Like if you can. Subscribe because you will. But otherwise, I'm on to the next one. Thanks for catching the video. Be sure to join our channel to get the education you deserve. Make sure you check out our shorts, live streams, and catch us on all the socials. Don't forget to like and subscribe.